Let the good times roll.
Everybody, we're just waiting for Chris to get on the live, and then we'll get started. We should have the echo to Instagram any second now. Very cool. Good, good. Just waiting for Chris. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. We have some new software today, which is allowing Landscape Live to YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, but then Portrait to Instagram. So the Instagram people will see more like more of a phone friendly orientation, which is kind of cool that StreamYard does both. Chris, hello.
Hello.
You good?
I think so.
Oh, we're getting a echo effect.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's better. There you go. And then just I have it on portrait. So if you're really close to the screen, Chris, your whole face takes up the screen.
Yeah, it does. I see it there.
Okay, you have an echo. Hello, everybody. We're just about ready to get started here. Good evening. Hello. Try your audio again, Chris.
Hello.
No, you have an echo. I don't think it's me. I have to have the phone on audio up or it won't work. Let me just double check that my audio is going into the Rodecaster. Yep. Okay, now try.
Hello? Am I okay?
No, you're having a crazy echo.
Yeah.
Hey, am I having an echo to you?
No.
Yeah, so there's something on your end that's screwed up.
Okay.
We'll try a couple more tech things and then oh, Chris is gone. Well, I have Bernoulli here while we try and figure it out. Sometimes getting the audio to work properly is a bit of a gong show. And Chris has bricks, so she's doing a little bit of kitty duty on the live. All right. I'm not sure what Chris is doing. 1 second.
I honestly think it was because I had the mic on the phone.
Yeah, probably.
And so now I'm restarting the computer.
Oh yeah, you left your the Twitter Spaces. You are unmuted on Twitter Spaces. That's why.
Yeah. So I'm so sorry. That was me.
Okay. So but we can start even though you're not on live yet though.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, pet enthusiasts. My name is Jason Zakowski. I'm the dog dad of Bunsen, Beaker, and Bernoulli, and the cat dad to Bricks. So that's new. I think I might have to change my Chiron to dog dad and cat dad. My co-host with the mostest, who's restarting her live video, is...
Hi there. My name is Chris Sikowski. I am the dog mom to Bunsen, Beaker, Bernoulli, and the cat mom to both Ginger and now Bricks.
That's right. Every week in Pet Chat, we join to answer questions that people might have. And then we have stories of the week. Sometimes there's a game. We haven't really got ourselves together to have a game. Sometimes we do this trivia game called Kahoot, which is a lot of fun. Not so much today. Sorry about that. We don't have Kahoot today. But we do have some fun stories of the week. Chris, how close are you to being back on live before I get going too far here? She is now muted. Okay. We'll give her another few seconds. Yes. Hi.
I think I'm on the wrong link. I have to type in the right link. Hold on.
Okay. Well, we'll just show everybody on live, Bernoulli. Hi, bud. Bernoulli. Hey. Well, it's Bernoulli's butt. You get to see. He's a good boy. Come here, Bernoulli. Hey, bud. Hi. He's a goober. Okay, Chris, what's going on? Yeah, I did put post cat 16 round 1 on Facebook. Well, I guess we can. Oh, let's see if this is going to work. Hello, Chris, you're back.
I'm back. Is it working?
No, you have an echo. Try again. Say hello.
Hello.
You have you've got to turn down something, Chris.
How about now?
Yeah, that's better. We have it solved. Good. Technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we're ready to go. We start, and just remember that if you lean too far forward, you're on vertical on Instagram and your whole face takes up the entire screen. Okay.
Okay, I'll sit right back here.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like this, which is kind of freaky for people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, where there was an echo, we got it solved now. We start with questions. So if you have some questions for us, type them up. We'll get to your questions right now. And then we'll get to stories of the week. So we do a little bit of Q&A. So we have some people on Instagram. Patty's Place says, coming to you from Southern California. I received your calendar and love it. So that's amazing. And then Perry's Cats 2 says, yes, we love the calendar. Thank you. So we got some people talking about it. Live TV, don't sweat it. Sounds good on Instagram. Okay, so people are saying that it sounds great on Instagram. Do you have any questions coming in on Twitter, Chris?
No, just that we had technological glitches with the echo, but there's no echo now.
No, that's right. No echo now.
Hi.
And Chris has bricks, so you might see bricks from time to time. And Chris thinks he's gotten a lot bigger, so I guess everybody can take a judge from last week.
I'll just put him really big on the screen. Everybody loves to see his face on Instagram.
Yeah, he's super cute.
Yeah, he's a good boy. I love him.
Okay. We'll go back and forth as people are asking questions now. La Vida 2 says, does it feel weird to have so many strangers invested in your new family member? Maybe a little. I guess so, but it's kind of fun too, because everybody gets to love bricks as much as we do. And Chris, you have just been loving this kitty. You've been hauling him around, and he is your best bud. He is so cuddly. So,
Yep. I love him. I get nothing done unless
That's
I can
true.
do it one-handed.
Another person saying they love the calendar. Well, thank you for supporting us. We don't have a lot of calendars left, so I think there's like 18% of our stock. I did the other day, maybe even less, maybe more like 15%. Okay, we'll go do a question from. We'll go back and forth. So Paula, who's watching on YouTube, says, "How is Bunsen feeling with his elbow?" And he's doing really good.
And Steve is asking that same question here on X.
Yeah, he's doing fine. We found a solution. I found one of my shirts that has really tight wrists on it, and we have that on Bunsen instead of the cone, because we're just all done with him being in the cone, and plus the cone scares bricks, so we wanted him to be able to get close to bricks if he wanted to. Yeah, so he's wearing one of my shirts, and that stops him from that stops him from licking his wound. So there you go. Anything else to add there, Chris? I think he's doing fine. He went on a walk today with you.
Yeah, he did great. He's walking, and I think back to his old self. We are still keeping the shirt on because that avoids any licking of his wounds.
Yeah, and he licked it raw that one day. We didn't catch it in time. So
Yep,
we want
that's
to
terrible.
we want to make sure that it's completely healed. Question from Kathy Kelly. Why did Ginger hiss at Bunsen? I don't remember Ginger ever doing that to Bunsen before. When Ginger that probably bleeds into the story that you might share or I might share this week. Ginger came back with Adam and Annalise for 3 days. They were here for part of their reading week. And Ginger hasn't been around dogs for a while, or at least the dogs have come to visit her, but she had to live with dogs. And she was a little aloof with all of the dogs. And I think she hissed at all of the dogs at least once. And then she was fine. Like it wasn't like constant. But she hissed at Bunsen and I think maybe hurt his feelings a bit. So he was a little wary of Bricks after that because he's like, all cats are maybe mean.
Well, Ginger has hissed at Bunsen before.
Yeah.
You know, if she's in a bad mood. I really want her to go for a wellness check. And so I might broach that conversation with Adam for sure.
Just you think she's a little grouchy? She might not be 100%.
Well, okay. Should we tell? Should we body shame her? No, but yes.
She gained a little bit of weight with Adam, but that's because there's a couple other cats in the house, and they didn't catch it in time. But Ginger was gobbling up all of the other cats' foods.
Yeah.
So in pictures, in the pictures in the videos you might have seen of her, she doesn't look that much difference, but there's just a little bit more of her to love. So
yes, I picked her up and I was like, whoa, what happened? And Adam and Annalise were okay.
Okay, another question. How are the dogs reacting to Bricks? Really good. Like Bernoulli is obsessed with Bricks. He follows Bricks around wherever Bricks goes. I shot some video of it. Bunsen just likes to sit and look at Bricks and smile at him. So he's kind of got over being apprehensive after Ginger hissed at him. So that was kind of played up for social media. And Beaker is mostly okay with Bricks and just sometimes is just maybe all done with cats. Like, I don't know. It's a lot better because Bricks isn't hissing when the dogs get too close to her. Because because when we brought Bricks home, he was kind of unsure of the big dogs and hissed a few times. And then Beaker didn't like that.
No, Beaker, the minute you cross her, she's like, and no, thank you. She'll let you know that she doesn't appreciate that kind of shenanigan. But you know, Bricks has calmed down a lot. We have done our slow introduction and making sure that he is okay and feels comfortable and not scared. And you know, it's much better. Like he actually ran by Beaker's head today, walked and then kind of ran by the little shuffle step, and Beaker just sat there and she laid there and she did nothing. And I'm like, you are such a good girl.
Yeah, she is a good girl. Yeah. Adriana is asking, do we dress Bricks up still like the day home kids do? We're probably gonna get Bricks into the lab coat one more time. And when we put it on him, like, what was it, 3 days ago? He didn't even care. Like, he just went limp. And we put it on him and he was like, great. Like, he's so easygoing. Like, he's kind of floppy. He's a floppy cat. He's a floppy guy. Yeah. Question from Karen. What kind of kitty is Bricks? We don't know. That's why we're doing Cat 16, which is an elimination tournament. So by the end of it, the fans will have voted what they think Bricks is, and we'll genetically test Bricks, which will be a lot of fun. I've found 2 different companies in Canada that do really good genetic testings of cats. And what's kind of cool is that depending on the breeds, there are certain diseases that are more prevalent with those breeds, and they can test for some of the genetic markings that you might have to watch out for later on. Right now we're in round 3, and the Ragdoll is annihilating the Russian Blue. It's not even close. Okay, back to you, Chris. Any other questions? I've got lots coming in. Lots.
Not that the chat is showing me. I might have to refresh my space. But Donna, it's in her birthday shenanigans. So she's not listening in, but happy birthday to Donna, because I know you'll listen on the replay.
Somebody's asking to see Bricks again, so Chris will probably grab Bricks in a second. I'm sure he's just prowling around inside the room. Babs Lamb 49 asks, has Bernoulli dragged Bricks like he did with Ginger? Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Bernoulli has been nothing but so gentle with Bricks, and Bernoulli's huge, so that's just by him nudging the cat with his nose sometimes moves Bricks around. But Bernoulli has not drugged Bricks at all. No, he is so very, very gentle of Bricks, which is awesome. He gets down like this and he looks at Bricks. Super cute. He's just obsessed with the cat. He follows the cat everywhere. But we supervise, right? It's not like we are letting Bricks run around and may the odds be ever in the little kitty's favor. So no, we're not doing that. No, Bricks is being lick mauled for sure.
But not super lick, just a little bit of licking.
Yeah. Somebody's like, does Chris have Bricks? Hold him up to the camera. So there's Bricks. Yeah. Patty's Place asks, I see the Bernese Mountain Dog is the new It dog. I see them all over commercials and other Instagram sites. Do you think you had a hand in starting the craze? No, I don't think so. I didn't know they were the It dog. I think the number one dog in the States is still the French Bulldog and then the Labrador Retriever. I'd have to check the new stats. I'm not sure how popular the Bernese Mountain Dogs are. They are very pretty dogs, and the puppies are like heart-meltingly cute. There is a big debate though, and people can debate in the comment section because I don't know enough about it, but they are now on Instagram, there are accounts exploding where the Bernese Mountain Dogs are being bred with other dogs. Like there's Bernese Mountain Dog Corgi mixes to have little small short-legged Bernese Mountain Dogs, and some people are like, oh, that's so cute, and other people are like, why would you do that? So there's that coming. So maybe people don't want the big dog because Bernese Mountain Dogs are big. So yeah, that's a good question. Our account isn't big enough to influence what people decide, but I know people have gotten burners before because of us. But I mean, we're not influencing the population at large. We'll do a couple more questions. This is just a very nice comment from Sam. Sam is watching us in the United Kingdom and says our content makes them smile so much, especially the goober. And they've just got a second puppy to bring out the COVID puppy out, and her content helps so much. Wow, that's so cute. Yeah, awesome. I'm sure. Yeah, and some people are talking about they have a Bernedoodle, a Bernese Mountain Dog crossed with a doodle, and and again, we've met a Bernedoodle, Sasha the Bernedoodle, and she's a sweetheart. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think some people were just concerned about the size differences, right? A poodle and a Bernese Mountain Dog are kind of the same size, like they're pretty big. Yeah, less hair for sure.
Well, it's that hypoallergenic that people like to go for. Now that stylized dog, you may recall we went to the dog show at one point and we were talking about the fact that we had a Bernese Mountain Dog and a Golden Retriever, and the breeder thought you talked about having like the Bernese Golden Dog. And then she was kind of upset at you.
She was very mad at me. Yes, she did not want to talk to me anymore.
But we had to explain that no, we have two separate dogs because we didn't have Bernoulli then.
No, yeah. So it's a touchy subject for sure. We'll do one more question and then we'll move on to stories of the week. This one's from Instagram, and this is a good one because we've been getting it all week. Heather Lay Martin says, did Ginger move out? Who owns Ginger? So yeah, we've tried our best to explain the whole thing in our newsletter and in posts. But our son Adam, he owns Ginger. Ginger is his cat, and he got Ginger when he was in grade 11. Was it grade 11? I think so.
No, grade 11? Jason. We got her. did we get her? We got her just after COVID. And so
No,
grade 10.
no, grade 10 or 11. So,
Mm-hmm.
well, Adam was young and staying at home. She became the family cat. And the plan was always for Adam to potentially take Ginger with him when he moved away. And he did 2 years after high school at a local college for a science degree. So we got 2 more years of Ginger. He was looking to transfer to Calgary, and he would not have been able to take Ginger, I think. That we would have kept her, I think, because he couldn't find a place. But when he transferred to Edmonton for his 3rd year of a science degree, he did find a cat-friendly apartment. And now Ginger's living her best life in the city, and he has a roommate, and his roommate has a partner who has a cat, and his roommate has a cat. So there's now 3 cats, and they're all getting along. And we have lots of video of the little kitten and Ginger play fighting, which is pretty cute. And it's kind of cool for Ginger to have cat friends too, because she was kind of like out mauled by Bernoulli. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question. Okay, we'll come back to some of the questions that people have. And I see there's a lot of people having lots of great comments in there. But we do briefly talk about the top stories of the week. Chris, do you want to start with the story of the week?
Well, what story do you want me to tell? That Adam and Ginger came with Annalise?
Yeah.
We kind of talked about that already.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was really, really great to see them for reading week. And although it was chaotic, it was nice to have everybody here in the house. And, we were already ripping the Band-Aid off of Bricks getting used to the dog. So why not bring Ginger into the mix?
Yeah. That was like 4 days after we got him.
Yeah. And then she also got all those days with me with controlled feedings with the right amount of food. And so she's off to a good start of being a svelte kitty again. Yeah.
She was a bit aloof with everybody the first few hours back because she had been living with Adam. I mean, we visited them. And then she just kind of became her old self, which is cute.
I think it's adjustment. Like cats do have to take their time to adjust.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot.
Yeah. The cute part was Ginger was sleeping, even though she maybe outwardly doesn't show that she loves the dogs. She sleeps while she was here. She slept most of the day in Bernoulli's crate. And then she would sleep in Bunsen's cone. So just wanting to be around their smell and put her smell on their smell, which is, cats don't show affection to the dogs, maybe the same way that Bernoulli shows the affection to the cats. But that was very sweet. Yeah.
But it was over the top, Jay, because usually she used to just sleep on top of Bernoulli's crate. But this time when I went in, she was in it. She was laying down on his bed. In his crate, like sprawled out, going, "This is my dog. This is my dog. This is his smell. I'm going to put it all over me." And then, of course, we've seen other videos with her in Bunsen's cone or whatever cone, like if Bernoulli had the cone on. Well, that wasn't a successful cone because he wrecked his cone.
He destroyed
in 5 seconds. Destroyed it. It's like, how is this possible? Yeah, but Bunsen's had his for 2 weeks. It's perfectly good, no problems. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It's way better having him with the shirt. People think he's wearing pajamas, which is cute, but no, they're not pajamas. He's just wearing one of my athletic shirts. So, just a couple. We can answer a couple quick questions here because they're coming in faster than I can get to them. The dog foods that help with allergies. Are they working on a dog food that helps with allergies? And the answer is, we did a podcast. I've been looking into it, and the answer is, I don't know.
The answer is yes.
So is it's made probably by Purina?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Chris.
The only reason why I know is because I was looking up to see if they had wet food. We have Ginger and Brix. Brix is on the kitten formula of the Purina Pure Plan Live Clear. And I was looking to see if there was a wet food variety for him.
Right.
And I did see that either it's coming out or they have it out dog line of that same food.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. We did. It's in cats. It's the fel D1 protein that the food binds to, and in dogs, the dog food that it's hopefully binding to is the can F1 protein. So it's the same kind of saliva protein that gets on their hair that affects people the most. So I know there's like companies looking into it. Some really nice
comments. Purina Pro Plan does not make a wet food. That is hypoallergy or the allergy. Because he really likes wet food. He loves it, but we have him on the kitten food.
So to answer your question, we dropped maybe a Canadian comment. Reading week is a week-long break that happens in one of the semesters for university.
It happens in both semesters now.
Both, yeah. So there's
it used to only be in February.
Okay, so things have changed. So yeah, every semester there's a week-long break, and they found it was statistically when students in university and college were experiencing the most stress, and self-harm instances went up. So that was a way to give a break. During the break, you have lots of time to work on homework or study. So all kids are given that. It's called reading week. So I remember I had that, but I think I only had it in one semester, if I remember.
Yeah, I was surprised because Adam, when he went to Red Deer College, which is now Red Deer Polytechnic, that they had it in both semesters. And so it definitely is something that came in after we went through school.
People are so jealous of you cuddling with Brix because he's just went to sleep. But that's what he does with Chris. He's so snuggly with Chris. Like, it's wild.
So. Yes, he is. I just walk around with him and he snuggles, and then we sit and he snuggles. Sometimes he'll sleep on my chest. Sometimes he'll sleep behind my back. So like you might have saw him earlier on my shoulder. If I sit in a chair that has a higher back, he'll sleep like right here and snuggle his head in. He is such a good boy.
He's so cute. Yeah. Okay, my story of the week has to do with just I don't know anything about kittens, so my story of the week is just about learning about little cats. I've never been around kittens in my life. I have no concept of them because I was so allergic. And I think I'm a little allergic to Brix because he's not 100%, the food isn't, whatever in his system all the way, or maybe it's not working 100%. So I never grew up knowing anything about kittens. And they're kind of like bouncy things. Like he can get up to high places and get down and jump like, I don't know, a meter. Like it's nothing. I was like, is he going to die? And he just jumps down and he's fine. So it just like little cats are extremely more independent than little puppies. Because little puppies, you have to watch them so carefully or they'll fall downstairs, right? Like they'll seriously hurt themselves, like bad, like super bad. And Brix, obviously we're not letting Brix jump off roofs or anything like that. But yeah, I've been fast, and how high he can jump for being so little. I was sitting in a chair and he jumped right up on my lap, this little tiny thing, sprawling. And I was like, you can do that? I couldn't believe it. And he's going up and down Ginger's massive cat tree that we have. I just love watching him. Just like a little ninja going up and down.
Yeah, so, you were like, good job, Brix. Because he was on the bottom thing, and then there's a place that he can enter, and it's a bit of a cave, and then he jumped right out of it. And you're like, wow, you figured that out all by your Brix. Good job. It's like, yeah, I did.
He wormed out of the little hole because he had to get up and around. And he's like, I don't know. And then he just like Bebop Boop did cat physics or something like that. And he went, "Phoom," and he grabbed his little claws and just yeeted himself up in one go. I thought I would have to go rescue him. I was like, he's not going to be able to do that. And then he would like, Bebop, Bebop, Boop, Boop, all the way up to the top, like it was nothing. And that just made me think of like Bernoulli when he was a puppy with his oven mitt paws. He couldn't grab anything. He was just cute.
But Bunsen was worse.
Bunsen was worse. Bernoulli maybe had a little bit more, but Bunsen were like immobile hands. And he was like, you had to protect those little guys. They couldn't do anything. They were just cute. Like puppies are just cute. They're so helpless. They're more similar to a human baby than a kitten for sure.
Now we have put up cardboard in our house, so it looks a little bit awkward in the videos, but we do have the banister and the slats he could definitely fit through, and so we've now boarded up with cardboard just so he can't eat himself and really hurt himself down the stairs.
Yeah, so you saw that right away. I was oblivious to that danger. That we have a banister that goes around stairs that go downstairs, and like if Bricks went around on one side and he fell, he would fall basically to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, it would be nasty, and
that probably would seriously injure him. I think Ginger would survive it. Like an adult cat can probably make that fall and do okay.
You know what? She would just walk on the top of the banister.
It freaked me out. Yeah, I was like, you could fall here.
You could fall down.
You're going to fall to your death. And she's just like tight rope walking, and you can't stop a cat from doing anything. So we're just like, okay, well, don't fall. So, but we're not trusting that Bricks with fate. So we have it all got gross cardboard all around it, which Bernoulli sometimes when we're not watching him, he looks around. He's like, I don't know. And he chews on the corner of it.
I know. He's so, he's still into shenanigans, Jade. I don't know. There is something with him there. He likes to, because you got out the cardboard, you got it out, and then he was running around the living room with it. It's like, dude, no, we need that cardboard. Yeah,
if you bring out anything new, he steals it. He steals it.
So the other day, you had a grocery bag, which are now like cloth or kind of a plasticky reusable bag, and he had it on his head, and he was running around with it on his head, and we're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh." Isn't this bag here for me?
Yeah. Kim asks, has Bricks encountered catnip yet? No.
The answer is no. And with the rest of that comment, that's accurate. Kittens aren't as developed, so their senses aren't as developed. So catnip isn't a thing for them until they're older.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
And that's okay. We have his favorite toy. It's a rainbow like I don't know what you would say. How would you describe it?
Anything. He loves to chase it. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I still like playing the fishing rod game with him with that fishing rod that's got a feather.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fishing for a kitty, and you catch him every time. Way more fun than normal fishing. Normal fishing is not for me. Kitten fishing is way better. Okay. Another person was asking if we know what kind of breed of cat Bricks is, and the answer is no, we don't. We don't know what kind. That's why we're doing Cat 16. Somebody asked about the cat DNA testing companies, and the one I was looking at is called Base Paws. That one is like fairly highly rated, and they can do stuff for us in Canada. So that's what I was looking at is Base Paws. I think there was another one too, but it's about $100. I don't know if that's American or Canadian, but it gives you your cat breed, the percentage of the cat breed, and then health tests them for like genetic markers that may be predispose them for different things. Like, for example, if Bricks turns out to be a ragdoll, somebody on Instagram, I apologize. We get so many messages. I can't keep track of them all. I just kind of like heart them or try my best to answer. But some days we get like literally 200 plus messages. Somebody was a vet or worked in a vet office and said that ragdolls are susceptible to heart conditions when they're older. So like if that turns out what Brix is, then that would be good to know, right? Then you just take them for more screening and you take them for more health checkups with your vets. So
And maybe get pet insurance
yes,
right now while he's a kitten.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, it doesn't, I mean, you have to pay the monthly premium, but it saves you from massive costs if something goes south. Somebody said they used Base Paws and it was great. Yeah, like I kind of did some research early on today, and that's the one I was leaning towards. So thanks, Whitney. Yeah. Somebody asked if you had to guess, does Bernoulli thinks Brix is a super small dog, or does he understand he's not a dog? I don't think Bernoulli thinks Brix is a dog. I think he thinks he thinks cats are something different. Like I'm pretty sure he knows they're not dogs, because he acts with dogs very differently than with cats. He definitely
he doesn't run up and lick maul other dogs. I can tell you that right now.
Well, he does something to other dogs occasionally if we're not watching him that carefully.
Oh, and humans under 4 feet, like
yes,
Raffy.
and humans under 4 feet. Yeah. Okay, Chris, that's it for my stories. Should we move to community sharing?
Yeah, for sure.
And I want to say thank you to everybody who came today. We've got a much larger crew, which is exciting. Maybe because they're hopeful to see Brix. But there you go. If you're on Twitter or X and you want to come up to speak, you can, and then you can share your story of the week. And Chris and I will try to get to other questions for people who are we'll try to answer questions that we didn't get to. Like I did my best, but I think I missed some, so I'll go back and scroll through. But keep the questions coming. We'll answer them for this hour. Okay, we'll go to a speaker on X or Twitter, so you'll hear their voice through my Roadcaster, and that's Holly, who has Sasha the Bernedoodle and Toby the kitten. Cat.
Well, he kind of does still act like a kitten these days, even though he's almost 2. So, you were talking about this is your first experience with a kitten, and
yes,
I haven't had a little kitten in a very long time. And when we got Toby, he was about 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
Kittens are incredibly brave creatures. It's like their fear instinct doesn't really kick in until they're adults, because they just do the dumbest things that they shouldn't be able to get away with. But it's like they're figuring out what their physical abilities are or something. But yeah, it's just like everything is new and interesting. And I think it's so great with Brix is growing up in your house, because he's just going to, be a really brave cat because he lives with these 3 very large dogs.
He has no choice to be.
Yeah. And I mean, he spent time with Ginger. I just think it's wonderful. But a few things tonight, and I'll try not to monopolize too much. Although, Chris, I warn you, I've got a short story long coming up.
Oh, those are the best, right? Story longs.
Yeah.
I tell you. Yeah.
Yes. So first off, happy birthday to Donna Craig. So I hope she had a great day today.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, I did want to correct a slight misconception about doodles, because as you know, Sasha is half Bernese Mountain Dog, half Labradoodle.
Yeah, and all adorable, sweetie.
Oh my God, yes. I'll say the biggest reason that we went for getting a doodle was the hopes of a longer lifespan,
mm-hmm.
because we love Bernese Mountain Dogs. We don't even care about the shedding, because I mean, we have cats, okay? Hair is an accessory. But it was the hope that, she would live longer than your
mm-hmm.
average Berner does.
Yeah.
But the misconception out there, doodles are not hypoallergenic. And this is because, like with cat allergies, there can be different things you're allergic to from the animal, and different levels of severity. So what any responsible doodle breeder will tell you is that if you have allergies, you are more likely to be able to live with a doodle or a poodle, because they don't shed. And just there's some differences, I guess, in just the composition of their hair. Like what I've heard it said, it's so like the Berners and Beaker, they have fur. Sasha has hair.
Mm.
So, because hers is infinite growth. If we don't get it cut, it'll grow forever.
Oh wow.
But I do know of people who have, there's something else in dogs they're allergic to, and they are allergic to doodles.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, I always like to mention that because I don't want people to think that, oh, I have allergies, I can just get a doodle. It's like, well, go spend time around one and make sure you're going to be okay. So,
Right. And it's interesting that you bring that up because like the breeders also they can't guarantee that the dog will be less likely to
exactly.
cause a reaction. They can have their pedigree history and say, this is our probability, but you do have to be careful. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So it's the Sasha's breeder she's just probably one of the most responsible dog people I've ever met. And it is the first thing she tells adoptive parents of her dogs is that just because this is a doodle doesn't make them hypoallergenic. There is no such thing as a hypoallergenic dog. So just thought I would mention that for educational purposes.
No, that's great.
So let me get to my short story long about Toby, since we're on talking about cats. Because Sasha hasn't done much this week. She got a fur do. She looks really cute, and her paws are clean. But she's just been doing her usual dog thing. But Toby went to the vet for his annual checkup, and I'll start by saying he is a healthy cat. And the vet he saw at the clinic was not one he'd met before. And she kind of wasn't ready for him in a way because every cat I've had up until Toby, you get to the vet, you open the carrier, they are not coming out. You got to pull them out. They're just like, I want nothing to do with this. This is not my house. What the hell, lady? Not Toby. You open the door to the carrier in the vet's office and he pops right out. And he's exploring. He's jumping onto the counter. He's trying to figure out how to open the treat jar. So the vet comes in and she examines him and everything. And she and I are talking and she's kind of going over things about him. And he is jumping back and forth between the examining table and the counter in the back, just back and forth and back and forth. And she looks at, she's looking at him. And the first thing she says is, wow, he's really, really confident, isn't he? And I'm like, a little too much sometime. And then he's still jumping back and forth. And she's like, does he take naps? And I'm like, he does more than he used to. And at this point, he does sleep as much as Sasha does. But if he's in a new place, he just has to check everything out. It's like when you take your dog to a new interesting place. He really is kind of a dog-like cat in some ways. So anyway, it was funny. She's a cat person herself, and she's just like, I have never met a cat like him before. But yeah, let's just say there's a reason I've got a lot of pet insurance on him, and thank goodness I've not needed it yet. Because he went through a phase where he'd climb up on something, and when he was like done, he would just let go and fall to the ground. So,
oh wow, that's terrifying.
We're getting close to putting up our Christmas tree, and that's what he did last year. Is he was climbing up the pole in the middle of the tree, and he'd hang out for a while and watch the lights, and then when he was done, he would just let go and drop about 4 feet. It's like
a little plinko down the tree.
He literally just let go and just followed. Yeah, he didn't even climb. He did not climb down. He let go. Like, oh my God, my cat is weird.
I know. I love that though.
I know. The weirdness is the best part. But you guys have inspired me to DNA test him, and it's because I've had multiple people say they think there's some Bengal in him because of this personality and his complete disregard for his personal safety. These are very Bengal traits. So I'm now curious. I looked up the DNA testing place. Thank you for mentioning that, Jason. So
Yeah,
I can.
Bernoulli's blocking me from the mic. I don't know if you can hear me.
We can.
He is leaning back into me and wanting a cuddle. So
Of course.
yeah, it's base pause. It's about $100. You get to DNA.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. So no, I pulled it up on my browser while you mentioned it. So I've got it bookmarked in there so I can go back later and be like, okay, let's see if this cat really does have some Bengal in him. So also, you mentioned you posted round 3 of the Cat 16. Is that on all platforms or did you just post that to Instagram?
It's not on Twitter yet or Blue
Okay.
Sky.
Okay, because I was like, wait, I haven't seen it here yet. I'm ready to vote. So
yeah. So
I'll do
he
that
he creates it. He has to download it to the phone because I used to have Instagram and then it was hacked and I haven't been back. And I used to be able to get the link and be able to get it on the phone, but now that's just one extra step of challenge to.
That's because I'm using copyrighted music on Instagram, and when I and then I have to do some sneaky way to download it, and because nothing matters on Twitter, copyright, they don't check anything. I just post it.
So when you did the intro video, it took me back because I have been following you guys long enough that I remember Snack 16.
Yes, that was so fun. I love Snack 16.
I also remember too that Chris outlasted you, Jason, in the Snack 16.
Instantly, yeah.
Mummy Fave won. When it was Mummy Fave versus Dad Guy, it's going to be Mummy Fave.
Yeah, Canadian Bacon wound up with Bully Sticks and Canadian Bacon won.
Yeah, it was Bully Sticks and Canadian Bacon. And I remember this actually got me thinking, is Doc still with us? Or is
he's still with George. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. He's such a cutie.
He is. He's a little guy, so he's going to live a long time. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
Those smaller dog breeds get a little bit more lifespan.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think I'm done blabbing for now, but this has been a really fun pet chat. You guys have hit on a lot of really fun topics tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Holly. That reminds me. So Annalise brought home a little mini Christmas tree. It was about 3 or 4 feet tall. It's like an ornamental kind of thing. And Ginger was in it. They brought that to our house and then they took it to Edmonton. But when it was at our house, Ginger was in it already.
Yeah, she climbs in the tree.
Well, she couldn't get in the tree because it's not big enough, but she was like, I'm going to get in here. Yeah, she was trying to.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, sit down, because it was right next to my chair that I sit in. I sit down and then Ginger's like, she's like in the Christmas tree. I was like, that's fun. I don't care. Okay, we have a couple questions and then we'll get to our next speaker. It's probably sort of serious, actually. Kim asked, do you ever see your social media becoming so big like We Rate Dogs and retiring from teaching? I know we will never be as big as We Rate Dogs. They are the GOAT. Matt Nelson is just very inspirational with what he did, and we love what they do. No, we will never be that big. But retiring from teaching is, that's a potential possible thing as we get bigger. We're inching towards 1 million followers across all social media platforms. Like if you add up everywhere that we are, it's not close to 1 million, but it's like 850,000, which is bananas. That is bananas. So that's exciting, and opportunities come with that. And we're very grateful for everybody that supports us. One more question. You said there was a guest this week. Yes, Pat. I did say there was a guest. Ryan Woodruff was supposed to be the guest, and then he got his wires crossed with his agent who booked coming on the show. He was going to be talking about veterans and dogs, like the dogs that veterans use for PTSD and stuff. But when the agent sent him the time, he thought it was 6 a.m. and he's like, that's so early, but I guess I'll do it. But it was 6 p.m. obviously, right? Because he's in the similar time zone to us. So he was like, no, actually, I don't want to do it. Can we reschedule? And by the time they sorted it out, he had canceled and there was something else on the go. So we've got to rebook this guy, or the agent has to rebook this guy, which we're going to be very happy to. People are talking about the health insurance in the chats. Mark says they have two different ones, one for health, one for accidents. And Marjorie says, so glad I got health insurance called Healthy Paws in the US because Cavaliers have possibilities. Yeah. Heart problems, you bet. Yeah, they do suffer from heart problems more than other dog breeds. Good to know. Okay. And I was giving Bernoulli a cuddle, and people are like, I want to cuddle Bernoulli too. Yeah, he's pretty cuddly. Okay, that's it for the questions. We'll go to Kathy. Kathy, thanks for waiting. Go ahead, Kathy, on X or Twitter. You're up.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi. It's been a long time since I've come up here and spoken, but I wanted to share an anecdote about the pet insurance and how vital it is. No matter what you choose in terms of your pet insurance and what level of premium, and whether it's just catastrophic, accidental, or all encompassing with exams and vaccines and all that, it's crucial that you get it when the pet is young. So what prompted me to join this conversation was Chris's comment earlier tonight that we really need to get pet insurance for Brix because he's such a kitten now. Yes, absolutely. Look into your options and whatever is best, whatever you feel comfortable with, because as they get older, the policies age, and you may feel comfortable with that insurance company, but they'll tell you that the premiums won't go up with age, but that's just simply not true.
Yeah.
And so we had Healthy Paws forever for our two dogs and our cat, probably for the last 10 years. And we've had, random claims with our cat, but our dog this past summer, our younger dog, she's only 4 years old. She had a very serious bout with pancreatitis.
Oh, no.
And it was scary. I mean, it came on fairly quickly, as pancreatitis does. It's come on in my cat too, but we've been able to treat it as outpatient, fortunately. But anyway, for Nala, we were literally at the vet's office day after day. First it was vomiting, then it was diarrhea, then it was both, then it was lethargy, then it was the vet saying, we can only offer supportive care. You need to get this dog to the hospital right now and get her taken care of. Otherwise, this dog could go south quickly. So I'm like having a heart attack. She's 4 years old,
Yeah.
So we took her in, and, we're keeping the receipts and everything. And this is with Healthy Paws. And we got her in. Fortunately, we're in Orange County, California. We have excellent options here. We got her into an excellent group of doctors, hospital, and she spent 3 nights there. And we got her out and had 24-hour medications. We literally, my husband and I were her staff for 2 days or 3 days after that, giving her meds around the clock to bring her out of this, even though she had been in the hospital for 3 days already. They had made some progress. And there is also a vital new treatment for dogs. It's an injection called Panaquel that treats pancreatitis, and it literally just snaps them out of it. But it has to be a 3-day series in the specialist office, not just in your vet, but at least here, not just in your vet, in the specialist office every single day at that time, like around noontime or whatever time the first, injection was given. So that turned Nala around for the good. But anyway, long story short, the bill total was $7,100, which is a heart attack and a half, right? So we had Healthy Paws, and I submitted it. Had a little trouble with Healthy Paws in terms of customer service and getting them to respond, but they did cover. I had a 70% policy because I have 3 pets, and paying for a higher level of premium with 3 pets, 2 being older, is just out of my question. It's just not even there. So I had a 70% level policy for Nala, and they did cover most of that 70%. Of course, they do X out. certain,
Mhm.
exams or treatments or whatever, but they did cover it. It softened the blow. The short of it is it softened the blow of that $7,100
Yeah.
to cutting it basically in half. No, we would not have wanted to pay even half of that, but thank God we did. And my point is, do it. If you're thinking about it, just get online, do your quotes, do whatever you feel comfortable with there, and check the ratings on Yelp and also on other, platforms. Ask your friends, ask your vet, call your vet, ask them about whatever experiences they've had with the certain insurance companies, who's better, who's not. Some will be honest with you and tell you, oh my God, this one company, they're horrible,
Mhm.
I have a friend who's an insurance agent, and she told me this one company, she goes, don't get involved with them. And it was actually Lemonade. She said, don't get involved with Lemonade. They're just awful. But that was her opinion. I've heard good things about Lemonade too. But anyway, it's not fun. It's boring, but you have to do it because you never know when something is going to happen with your poor animal. And it's heartbreaking. It's that those 3 nights of being without our dog, our 4-year-old dog, was just like, oh my gosh. And then the renewals came in a month after that, the renewals for all 3 pets. And it was almost $400 a month. I looked at him like, oh my God, it's because of Nala. But it wasn't. It was because my cat is 14 years old now, and her premium alone is like 2 something a
Mhm.
month. So I went and shopped other companies and got the 2 older pets off of Healthy Paws onto I don't remember who I chose, but anyway, it's another company. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, and I kept Nala on Healthy Paws, of course, because it's a pre-existing condition, and if she goes back into pancreatitis again, she's covered.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's important. It's very important.
Yeah.
It'll make your heart feel better.
Yeah, it's the difference between what I've talked to like many people on my podcast about pet insurance, like
Yeah.
vets, and
Yeah.
they see the other end of it. Like there's 3 things that happen. The owner can't pay, so they choose euthanasia,
Oh
right?
God.
Right?
Yeah.
They can't
Yeah.
pay, so that's a choice.
Yeah.
2, they try to get the money somehow by
Right.
doing a GoFundMe or
Mhm.
getting a loan, or
Mhm.
maybe they use their life savings, or they
Right.
have money saved up,
Mhm.
or they have pet insurance. Like there's only
Mhm.
one of those 3 options when
Mhm.
something absolutely catastrophic happens. So yeah.
Right. I know. And my husband, like the second night, he never worries about anything. He's always like, oh, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. And he was like, I'm worried about Nala. And that's all I needed to hear.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. I'm already worried. I'm sick to my stomach. Yeah, I just want to go and be with her, but I don't want to, be there 24/7 and annoy the staff and everything.
Yeah.
But it really it made a difference. It's not the most romantic way to spend a lot of money, but it definitely was worth it. It's Pumpkin Insurance is the other company that I got for the
Okay.
other 2 dogs. The older, their premiums weren't so bad for. And again, it's at a 70% level. So there's going to be a lot of weeding and pulling. And what if something goes wrong with the cat or the dog, the older dog, then, have to go into savings, whatever, but it's important. Yeah.
Yeah. Good conversation
Yeah.
though, Kathy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I love Bricks. I love him. I'm so envious. I just want to take that cat out of the picture and grab him and hug him and hold him. He's so beautiful. But he couldn't have a better family. And he's just going to be so happy there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lady came to her house named Lisa, and she saw Bricks, and she was holding Bricks, and she just had this like, her mouth was just wide open because he's so like, you're holding him and he's so little and he's so cuddly, and
Yeah.
it just makes you melt. Yeah.
Just make sure they don't run out the door with him.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
That door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's adorable.
Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We'll go to Holly, your hands up, and then I'll answer some questions on the other live places. Holly, your hands up.
Thank you. I just wanted to echo what Kathy said about pet insurance.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Is when our cat Fiona got sick, which we later learned was cancer, I had also around $7,000 in vet bills, and I paid less than $1,000 out of pocket. It was huge. And I would say the other thing to look for too, and you can ask your vet, some insurance companies, your vet can direct bill them. So you don't pay the full amount out. They'll run the claim while you're there and be like, okay, here's what you owe. And so we're on Trupanion, which is in Canada and the US, and a lot of vets will do direct bill with them.
That's nice.
So I just wanted to mention that. And also, one thing I forgot, you were talking about Reading Week. When I was in university, which was in the United States, we had a similar thing every semester. We didn't call it Reading Week, but there was about a week period between the last class and the start of finals. So same thing, we just didn't put a name to it.
Okay. Bernoulli is on pet insurance. I forget the name of it, Chris. I don't think they do direct billing. You've got to make claims on it. Yeah. And it's more for catastrophic stuff, right? Like it's not the day-to-day, like there's a certain threshold you have to get above before they start covering or something.
No, I tried to submit something and they're like being a pain. And so I'm probably like some people just give up.
Yeah. But we do have it for Bernoulli. The other dogs we've put money aside every month for them. So
okay, now friends, we did that for Bunsen. We went to the bank and we were like, can we just take some money out and have it go into this account and then it'll grow? Because typically your dog doesn't get sick until they're older. Well, Bunsen broke his toe right away. So that happened. And then I was looking over our stuff and the money wasn't getting slurped out anymore. And I went to the bank. Jason and I went to the bank and we're like, hi, we're not sure what's happened, but there's supposed to be money every month getting slurped out and put into this. It's called Bunsen's account. And they're like, yeah, we see it. It's just, there's nothing going in there. And I was actually kind of mad. I was mad about that. Yeah. Because here we are expecting money to be slurped off into making this fund for, a day fund. And it's really just a puddle.
Yeah.
So just be cautious about that, right? Because like some people say that they want to cut out the middleman with the insurance, but it takes a long time to grow a fund.
Yeah, doing it again. Bunsen's too old to. Well, I guess we could put him on insurance, but I mean, it would be very, very expensive every month because he's older.
Has your dog had any issues? Well, he broke his toe. He had a tapeworm cyst. He has a herniated disc in his neck. I think his premiums would be through the roof.
Yeah. Doing it again. Yeah, we would definitely have our dogs on pet insurance for sure. Okay. We're over the top of the hour, so I think it's time to wrap up. We don't have a sponsor this week, but we can do a prize for some stickers, or maybe how about we do a postcard pack? Because I made a whole bunch of those today. That's going to be the deal of the week for the people that subscribe to our newsletter coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it has postcards in it, but then it also has cards.
Yeah, it's cute. So
it's
somebody
cute.
today, somebody today will win our postcard pack. It's got 6 really cute cards or postcards in it. So if you're watching live, drop a comment so we know that you're here. If you're live, drop a comment so we know that you're here, and then we'll get to you. And
I brought Paula up.
Yeah, go ahead, Paula. It's all
Hi,
good.
Paula.
Hi, go ahead.
Hey, how's everybody doing? I just want to say real quick on our platform for Paw Pack on Circle. Tomorrow, Marla, who's part of Team Service Roddy, is going to have a live event where you can learn about how your dog should behave during the holidays. And I just wanted to say that it's a great course. And if anybody's listening on any platform, it's a really good rate to go in there and be part of the class. And Marla is absolutely excellent. And I've already done the live question and answer with her. And she just has the greatest ideas. And even if your dog is really, well behaved during, family dinners and gatherings, sometimes things go haywire, especially when there's turkey on the table. Believe me, I've had dogs grab turkeys. It was crazy. But anyway, because they were big dogs when I was growing up. But anything, to help is always a good thing, to learn things or give them a behavior that they are well behaved when company comes. So if anybody wants to join that tomorrow, I believe it's 1 o'clock your time, Jason, Mountain Time, and 3 o'clock East Coast if you're in the United States. And I hope I got that right.
That graphic didn't pop up, did it, Chris? Yeah, you are correct, Paula.
No,
I'll try one more time here.
I have put it into the chat. The Nest isn't working, Jay. It says I need to set up the chat.
Oh, who knows? It's
I don't
Twitter.
know.
Everything
It's
is
Twitter.
broken.
But I have put it in. I have put it in the chat from Team Service Roddy, and it is November 16th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah. So
And very informative and excellent.
Is the graphic
Yep.
up? Is the graphic up, Chris?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So it's Marla's Masterclass: Holiday Gatherings with Your Dog, and make it safe, enjoyable, and low stress for your furry family. And it's an hour with half an hour of Q&A. And Marla's put together some like a bunch of documents. She actually shared it with me. They're cool, and recipes for your dog. So it's going to be a great time. There's almost 20 people coming, which is awesome. I love that. Yeah. So do check that out. And that, as Paul was mentioning, there's a course. So we've teamed up. We're going to keep mentioning this at the end of Pet Chat anyways. We teamed up with Marla, and we are using her amazing dog training knowledge, and Chris and I are both teachers. So we've built the course based on good teaching and learning pedagogy. So we have a level 1 Paw Pack training. There's Paw Pack training plus and Paw Pack training regular. And if you do the higher level, then you get into the masterclass for free. So you get to come to all of those courses that Marla puts up for free. Plus you get to come to her live Q&A help. So yeah, it's and the people that are in it, we've chatted with them about it. And I want to thank everybody who is taking the course, and your feedback has been amazing. So that's been very positive. People said it's the best. A couple people said it's the best online course they've ever taken. It is informative and funny. So there you go. Because I love that. Okay. Go ahead, Paula. Your hand's up.
Yeah, I just want to, iterate with that. It is fun. I mean, everybody, if you saw this course and what Marla, trains us to do and teaches new things or whatever, and the video that you put with it, Jay, is great, because I love to see like Bernoulli and Chesney playing, or, you just have some really cool graphics. And there's even a test your knowledge, and, there's multiple choice, and some of the choices for the questions, I actually spit out my coffee one morning because it was so funny. So like I said, I've done one-on-one for Trixie for behavior issues, because she is my wonder child, and it's expensive, but this is great, and it's pretty affordable, and I really do encourage everybody to check it out, because I can't say enough about it. You did a great job, all of you. And, I encourage anybody to check it out, because it's really great. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Paula. And there are some people asked a question in the chat, like, where can they find this? In our bio on all social media, with the exception of Facebook, because I haven't figured that out yet, there is a link to the course, especially like on Instagram. And if you're on X or Twitter, we've been posting about it lots. So if you can't find the link, just DM us, and we'll send you the link to sign up for the course. And also, if you're following Marla, she's also been posting about it. So like, you just have to go through the posts if you can't find the link. So yeah. Okay, let's do the draw. How many? Ooh, Bernoulli is smashing me. How many people are listening, Chris?
I have 30.
Wow. Okay. So I'm looking
That's
at the people.
Exciting.
30, 1, 2, 3, 33, and then holy cow, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. 42. So that's probably one of our biggest amounts. Newly, it's just nudging me. My arms are going flying. On Facebook, pin a post. Yeah, I should do that. I misspoke. Danielle's right. I should do that. Random number 42. We have 12. Okay, so somebody on Twitter has won the postcard pack 2, 6, 8, 12. That is it is, let me count. It's Susan Rudin. Congratulations, who is listening on Twitter. Congratulations, Susan. So Susan, just DM us your address and we will send you the postcard pack.
And if you get a chance, Susan Rudin in the chat put Fluffs likes her rainbow wand too. So Fluffs has a beautiful wand that I am eyeing up here going, where can I find that wand? Because it's super cute and it has a feather on the end, like a feather funtivity. And Fluffs is super cute as well. Wow, so cute.
So as we close, if one of the interesting things that we do is we multicast. So we are live on Twitter audio, Twitter video, or X video, X audio, Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. And StreamYard now has the ability to change the orientation. So I made it portrait mode on Instagram. So it's easier to see us potentially if you're on a phone or tablet. And then they did a cool thing for YouTube where they send both to YouTube and you can watch us on landscape or you can watch us on portrait. It just depends on how you have it set up. So I think that's kind of cool because that was a long time thing that I know if you're watching us on a phone and we're on landscape, we're very, very tiny. Like it shrinks us down quite a bit. But if we're on portrait, it's a little bit bigger picture if you're on a phone. And maybe that's why people hung around more. Maybe that's why we have more people watching. Mark is asking if Bricks is going after the Adam's dream catcher. I don't know. What is Bricks doing?
Bricks. Oh, hi. He just woke up.
He was sleeping?
He was sleeping. He was sleeping like a little croissant next to me.
Oh, can you pick him up and show everybody?
Yeah. Oh, you're fine.
Oh, was he sad? Oh,
No.
He just woke up. Look at that. Look at that face. Oh, he's very, very cute. What a cutie. Yeah, he's very, very cute. All right. We'll talk to everybody next week. Oh, we didn't do the outro. You want to do an outro or just end?
Yeah, we can. But Susan, I think we do have your address. But you can DM us your address just in case. And we'll send you those the postcard pack.
Okay, thanks for coming to Pet Chat, everybody. Thank you for everybody who has supported us. We are going to have some really good Black Friday deals soon. So be on the lookout for that. And also, we would love folks to come to Marla's masterclass. So I'll maybe post about that tonight because it's tomorrow. You can join up seconds before. I'll figure out how to get you in, even if it times out. So yeah, we've got some things cooking, and we just appreciate everybody's support so much. Okay, take care, and we'll talk next week.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
You can just see like
For science.
You can see the top of Bernoulli's face. Look at him. He's just like I don't know if it shows up on.
It does.
It does. It doesn't show up on. He's too low on Instagram. You can't see him. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.